else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Ric Flair.
From the 50, it's Goff. Steps away to his left. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Hold on. Check. Hardball. What's that?
Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Super one.
Goff now looks to throw. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Goff looking to change the play. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Go, 12, go.
Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Obama, Obama, Obama. Hey, 5. What's that?
Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Now Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18, right here. Go.
Looking to throw, Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. A play fake. Now Penix rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix, a 23-yard run. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Score now. Who goes tonight?
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
What's that?
To throw is Goff. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Harbaugh. Merlin.
Out of the gun. Goff. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 38 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Penix. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
goes tonight. That's it.
Here's a running play now with Chark. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Go, 12, go, hey, kill. That's it.
Play action. It's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
17. What's that?
Here's Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Value three. Turbo.
Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Maverick.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his left. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jester.
Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Ric Flair. Not 76. Tell him. 76. Not.
Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Shell. 5. 12.
Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And looking to throw, Penix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
DC. Two. What's that?
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Hey, let's go. Two. Turbo set.
From the 50, it's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
What's that?
Here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from
that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Man open is Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Looking to throw, Penix. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll throw with Penix. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hold on. Check.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Maverick Wolf. We're good. What's that?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
Defensive Talk 101, don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Louis.
To throw is Goff. Flushed out right.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
4 down. Hey, kill.
Here's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devon Achane there to make the grab. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. Fights loose, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A play fake. Now Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this returnable for Sims.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
5. DC. Hey, lift. Turbo.
Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Goff. This one thrown underneath to Achane. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go. 76. Hey, 76.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
18 Cardinal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he's plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Ric Flair.
After the interception, here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Goff. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hold on. Check.
Goff now to throw. This is caught. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and a yard. From the gun, here's Goff. Touchdown! Devon Achane. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Goff looking to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener.